What's your rank, sweetheart? Coffee girl or actual tech? Chief Petty Officer Garrett Hayes stands over a woman in a contractor polo. She's holding a tablet, doesn't look up. Higher than you think, Chief. Laughter explodes. Hayes grins. Sure, I'll wait. Someone mutters, drone Barbie, loud enough for her to hear. But Master Chief Roy Garrett isn't laughing. He's watching her hands, tactical school grip. Her breathing, 4 counts in, 4 out. Combat stress control. Hayes leans closer. You going to answer me, or do I need to call your supervisor? She finally looks up. You'll find out soon enough. 3 days later, Hayes tries to throw her out of a classified briefing. A Special Forces commander walks in, sees her face, and salutes before acknowledging Hayes. Her name is Kate Morrison. At least that's what her contractor badge says. She's been at Joint Pacific Command UAV facility in Hawaii for 3 months. Works maintenance on Reaper drones. Most people don't notice her. The ones who do wish they hadn't. 40 minutes after the hallway incident, Hayes sits with his team. She was standing there like she owned the place. Someone had to put her in check. Across the DFAC, Kate sits alone, laptop open. She's not checking maintenance logs. She's analyzing access codes, timestamps, patterns in red. 2 tables over, Petty Officer Maria Rios watches. Something doesn't add up. Yesterday, Rios saw Kate's screen, network traffic analysis, the kind Rios does for security clearance reviews. But Kate's a contractor. Why would she be auditing network access? That afternoon, Hayes corners Kate outside the server room. My guys are wondering, what exactly do you do here? Maintenance, UAV systems. Hayes steps closer. So why were you asking Chief Briggs about mission schedules? I asked when the next system upgrade was scheduled. Hayes invades her space. You sure about that? Kate doesn't step back. Positive. He laughs. All right, sweetheart. Just making sure we're on the same page. Her hand trembles once for half a second. Then it's steady. That night, Kate opens a file labeled Silent Actual. Inside, photos of 2 men in combat gear. Names redacted. Dates of death 2 years ago. Location, Syria. Cause, intelligence compromise. Kate stares at the photos, 4-count breathing. She types, subject Hayes took bait. Proceeding to next trigger point. Morning 0530. Kate tries to enter the TOC. Red light. Access denied. Lieutenant Joapo. Contractors aren't cleared during mission hours. Security protocol. When did that change? Commander Brooks. Security officer. Inside, Warrant Officer Briggs wipes sweat. We need to limit her access. She's been asking too many questions. Kate walks past 2 sailors arguing about altitude. As she passes, check your MGRS grid. You're in a no-fly TFR zone. Both freeze. One checks his tablet. She's right. How did she know? In the server room, Kate filters access logs. Pattern emerges. 3 times someone accessed target packages 72 hours before operations. Each time compromised. She pulls Hayes' Instagram. 12 posts in 6 months. Each correlates with mission failures. Hayes isn't selling intelligence. He's giving it away for free, and someone's buying it off his posts. An alarm sounds. Someone's trying to remote access the same file. Kate reroutes the trace in 6 seconds. The door opens. Briggs stands there. What are you doing? Kate closes the window, pulls up diagnostics. System health check. I saw your screen. That wasn't diagnostics. Briggs radios. Brooks, we have a problem. Commander Brooks arrives. Your contractor ID accessed 47 classified files in 3 days. Kate doesn't hesitate. Check the timestamps. Every file I accessed had already been copied by someone else. I'm tracking who is. Brooks pauses. I'm restricting your access pending investigation. The DFAC at lunch is packed. Whispers, heard she was hacking. Hayes sits with his team. Told you she was playing operator. Now she's caught. Master Chief Garrett walks to Kate's table, sits without asking. You did an emergency restart on that Reaper. Use backup INS. Only 3 places teach that procedure, and none are contractor schools. Where'd you learn it? Kate stands. You'll find out soon enough. 2 hours later, ISR mission brief. Surveillance package, 4-hour window. 10 minutes in, alarm sounds. Engine temperature spiking. The tech panics. We're losing altitude. Briggs tries to restart. Nothing. From the ground. We need eyes now. 30 seconds before checkpoint. Garrett stands. Get the contractor now. Josine. She's restricted. Get her or 2 men die. Kate enters. Walks to the workstation. Screen shows engine fire for minutes to crash. Her hands move. She kills non-essential systems. Reroutes power. Auto rotate ondatteru. Glide ratio 2:1. The drone descends controlled. Lands hard 200 meters from convoy. Ground team safe. Mission success. The room is silent. Kate walks out without a word. After the mission, Rios pulls Kate's file. Gets flagged. DOD restriction. Case officer. Radford. Garrett's eyes narrow. That's CIA. That night, Kate receives a message from Tower 6. Phase 3 approved. Attached, updated target list. Heiss, Jaw, Buzzeye, and Brooks. Kate reads the file. Brooks has been signing altered security logs. He might not know what he's covering, or he might. Either way, he's part of the problem. Morning 0600. Hayes walks over to Kate. You embarrassed me yesterday. I saved a mission yesterday. Hayes leans down. I don't care if you're some CIA contractor. You don't belong here. Rios, 3 tables over, opens her recording app, hits record. Commander Brooks calls Kate to his office. Your employment history shows 18 months. Before that, nothing. It's like you didn't exist. Some contracts require that level of clearance. What exactly are you cleared for? I'm not authorized to discuss that. Brooks stands. Effective immediately, you're restricted to quarters after hours. Someone will escort you. Kate types a message. Full restriction in place. Timeline accelerated. Response. VIP arrival moved up. 24 hours. That night, Rios sits in her quarters, scrolling through recordings. 3 days of Hayes harassing Kate. She knows she should submit it, but she's scared. Then she hits send to Brooks's official email. Morning 0500. Emergency briefing. Brooks addresses the room. We have a VIP inbound. Lieutenant Colonel Voss from Special Forces Command. He'll be here in 10 minutes. 8 minutes later, helicopter rotors. Voss enters, eyes scanning. Then he freezes, walking straight toward Kate in the back. He stops 4 feet away, snaps to attention, salutes. Mom. The room goes silent. Hayes, 10 feet away, blinks. Sir, she's just a contractor. Voss doesn't turn. Chief Hayes, that woman is Major General Kate Morrison, and you've been insulting her for 4 days. He holds a salute. Kate slowly returns it. Voss lowers his hand. The last time I saw General Morrison, she was pulling me and 2 operators out of a burning Blackhawk in Helmand Province. Hayes' face drains. Voss looks at Garrett. Master Chief, ask the general to show you her left forearm. Kate hesitates, rolls up her sleeve. Tattoo. Trident wrapped in lightning bolts. TF 88 JSOC. Below it, burn scars. Garrett whispers, Task Force 88. That unit doesn't exist. Voss's voice is steady. Officially, it doesn't. Officially, General Morrison died in Syria 2 years ago. Voss connects Kate's tablet to the main screen. Data fills the display. Hayes' Instagram, 12 posts, mission logs, 3 compromises 72 hours after each post. Wire transfer receipts, $47,000 from Nexus Strategic Solutions. Client list, 3 foreign intelligence firms. Voss's voice is calm. Chief Hayes didn't sell intelligence intentionally. He posted it for free, and someone bought it off his social media. Hayes is frozen. Voss pulls up photos. Staff Sergeant Luis Ramos and Sergeant First Class Deshaun Carter. 2 men in combat gear, smiling. The room is silent. General Morrison spent 3 months tracking the source. She endured harassment, restriction, accusations, all to find out why 2 men died. He turns to Hayes. You're relieved pending investigation. Lieutenant Cho, you're also relieved. Voss turns to Briggs. You deleted 14 security camera files, altered 6 access logs. Why? I was protecting operational security. You were protecting Hayes. Because he recommended you for warrant officer. The screen changes, showing deleted files recovered. Briggs covering for Hayes. Him too. Brooks steps forward. The restriction order. Briggs forged my signature. Boss looks at him. Did you verify before enforcing? Brooks hesitates. No, sir. You enforced a restriction on a 2-star general without verification. Voss addresses the room. NCIS counterintelligence is taking over. Mandatory OPSEC training for all personnel. He looks at Kate. General, anything to add? Kate steps forward. Operational security isn't a suggestion. It's the difference between your teammates coming home or not. Staff Sergeant Ramos had a wife and 2 daughters. Sergeant Carter had a mother who depended on him. If you see something, report it. If you're not sure, ask. And if you think you're too important to follow the rules, remember, no one is. After everyone leaves, Voss hands Kate a tablet. Tower 6. They found something. Syria convoy ambush analysis. Convoy route changed 6 hours before departure. Change authorized by Major General Dennis Corbin. Now a 3-star at CENTCOM. Kate's voice is flat. I know he did. I just didn't have proof until now. Voss sits. Hayes wasn't the target. He was the test. IG sent you to see if you were ready for the real mission. Hunting Corbin. He's been selling operations for 6 years. 16 officers across 6 bases involved. For contractors. 2 members of Congress. Kate looks at Corbin's photo. What's the timeline? 6 targets, 12 months. Kate stares at photos of Ramos and Carter. We'll need more than 12 months. 2 days later, Kate sits in her quarters, opens Operation Silent Reckoning case file. Inside, Corbin's photo, deployment history, financial records. She opens Damascus file, photo of Syria, convoy burning. In the corner, partially visible, a figure on a rooftop holding a radio. Kate zooms in, runs facial recognition. Captain Andrew Reese, assigned to Corbin's staff. Current location, unknown. Tower 4. He's not just Corbin's assistant. He's the trigger man who coordinates ambushes. 3 days later, Kate walks into the DFAC. The room goes quiet. Then people stand one by one. They don't salute, can't in the DFAC, but they nod. Kate pours coffee, sits at her usual table. Something has shifted. That afternoon, Kate receives a package. Inside, a challenge coin, matte black. 2 words engraved, silent actual. A note, 6 more operators carrying this coin are in the field. You are not alone. Tower 6 sends regards. On the back, coordinates, Damascus, Syria. The exact convoy ambush location. Kate types a message to Voss. I need your team for the next phase. Packed for 30 days. Where are we going? Kate looks at photos of Ramos and Carter. Everywhere. CENTCOM first, then the other 5 bases. We're not hunting one general. We're dismantling a network. When do we start? Kate types, tonight. Base in a locked room, 3 levels below the TOC. Kate briefs a team of 8. Screen shows the full network. Corbin at the top, 16 officers below. For contractors, 2 members of Congress. At the edge, partially connected, Reese. This isn't about one bad general. It's about a system that's been selling American operations for 6 years. 17 mission failures. 32 casualties. 8 Kia. They thought they were safe because they were careful. They were wrong. Voss leans forward. Operational plan. Kate pulls up phase 1. I go back undercover. Different base, different identity. We leak that I'm there. Corbin hears, panics, tries to confirm if I'm alive. When he reaches out, we trace it, find his communication network. Garrett frowns. That puts you at risk. Kate nods. That's the point. When he reaches out, we map his contacts. Rios asks, what if he tries to kill you again? Kate's voice is calm. Then we catch him in the act. Morning 0400. Kate walks to the flight line. C-130 waits. Voss hands her a tablet. MacDill Air Force Base, CENTCOM headquarters. You're going in as systems analyst. Contractor again. Kate smirks. They never learn. The plane lifts off. Kate looks out the window. She thinks about Hayes, Cho, Briggs, all facing courts-martial. But they were small fish. Corbin is the shark, and Reese is still out there. Kate steps off the plane, wearing contractor clothes. Badge says Sarah Chun, systems analyst. She reports to J2 Intelligence Directorate. Cover job. Update database architecture. Real job. Get close to Corbin's office. At 10:30, she sees him. Major General Dennis Corbin, 3 stars, walking through J2. Everyone smiles when he passes. That's how he survived this long. 12:45, a lieutenant colonel whispers to Corbin. His face changes relaxed to tense. He stands, leaves fast. Kate sends encrypted message. Subject reacted to something. Possible trigger. 30 minutes later, her workstation pings. Someone's running a background check on her from Corbin's office network. Good. That means he's worried. That night, boss knocks. He ran your background twice. Kate nods. He's nervous. Tower 6 intercepted a call from his office to a burner phone. 45 seconds. No words, just tones. Kate looks up. Coded message. Recipient's location pinged near Pentagon. Kate closes her eyes. Reese. Day 2. Kate's running software updates. Requires secure server room access. The tech sergeant leaves her alone. Kate waits 10 minutes, then accesses personnel logs. Filters for Corbin's user ID past 6 months. 11 events are unusual. Late night access 0200 to 0400. Each accesses the same files, operation plans, convoy routes, target packages. Every single one corresponds to a mission that failed within 72 hours. Kate screenshots everything, uploads to Silent Actual Network, erases her tracks. That evening, Tower 6 message. Crypto team broke the coded call. Message. Confirms status of package 17. Kate replies, "What's package 17? That was your designation in Syria. Operation package 17, the convoy." Kate stares. Corbin's asking Reese if Morrison is really dead. We intercepted Reese's response. Negative confirmation. Investigating. Kate smiles. No confirmation means Reese can't verify her death, which means they're about to find out she's alive. And when they do, they'll panic. Day 3. Email from CENTCOM IT Security. Mandatory security review for all contractors. Report by 1400 today. This isn't random. Corbin's trying to get her into controlled environment. If he runs biometrics, the system will flag. Saracen doesn't exist in military database, but Kate Morrison does, listed as deceased. Kate texts Voss. They're moving. Security audit at 1400. Do you want extraction? Negative. I'm going in. At 1300, network access request from external source. Someone's trying to remote access her terminal. Kate traces it. Springfield, Virginia. Reese. She lets him into a sandbox environment populated with boring contractor work. Let him look. But she's logging his access. 1345. Kate walks to security office. Captain Rucker gestures to a chair. Random security audits. I'll need your prints for verification. Kate places her hand on the scanner. Machine beeps. 3 seconds. 5. 10. Rucker's face changes. Confusion. Concern. Your prints aren't matching your clearance file. What kind of problem? Rucker turns the screen. Your prints are flagged under a different name. Major General Kate Morrison. But that can't be right. She's deceased. Kate slowly pulls out a second ID. DoD access card. Black stripe. TS/SCI clearance. Rucker picks it up. Reads. His face goes pale. You're supposed to be dead. Kate's voice is steady. I was for 2 years. I need you to call the Inspector General's office right now. 10 minutes later, 3 people enter. The civilian shows ID. Department of Defense Inspector General. Radford. He turns to Kate. Are you compromised? Kate shakes her head. Negative. But Corbin knows something's wrong. He'll move soon. Then we accelerate. We'll execute arrest within the hour. Kate stands. I want to be there. If Corbin sees you, Kate cuts him off. He needs to see me. He needs to know I'm alive, that I've been hunting him for 2 years. 14:30. Corbin's in his office on the phone. Voss approaches with 4 military police. The aide steps forward. Sir, can I help you? Voss shows ID. We need to see General Corbin. Official business. He walks past, opens the door. Corbin looks up. Voss steps aside. Kate enters. Corbin freezes. The phone drops. For 5 seconds, nobody speaks. Corbin's face goes through shock, disbelief, fear. He forces a smile. "I am sorry. Do I know you?" Kate's voice is ice. "You should. You tried to kill me 2 years ago in Syria." Voss interrupts. "Major General Dennis Corbin, you are under arrest for espionage, conspiracy to commit murder, and violations of UCMJ." The MPs move forward. Corbin backs away. "This is a mistake." Kate steps closer. "You altered convoy route 17 6 hours before departure. 8 personnel in that convoy. 3 died on site. 2 more in hospital. I survived barely." Voss adds, "We have your access logs, financial records, wire transfers to shell companies linked to Nexus Strategic Solutions. 47 communications with Captain Andrew Reese's burner phone." At the name Reese, Corbin crumbles. "I want a lawyer." The MPs cuff him, lead him out. As he passes Kate, he stops. "You're supposed to be dead." Kate's voice is quiet. "I was for 2 years. But the dead don't rest when they've been murdered. They come back, and they bring evidence." Within 30 minutes, NCIS secures Corbin's office. Kate stands in the hallway. Voss approaches. "That was personal." Kate doesn't look at him. "It was. 3 people in my convoy didn't make it. Staff Sergeant Ramos, Sergeant Carter, and Specialist Emily Wade. She was 23. Wanted to be a teacher." Voss is quiet. "We'll get the rest. Reese, the contractors, the politicians." Kate nods. Corbin was the linchpin. Without him, the network starts to collapse. 2 days later, arrests begin. 0600. Simultaneous operations at 6 military installations. 16 officers arrested for contractors taken into custody by FBI. By 0800, news breaks. Major operation targeting military corruption. 5 days after Corbin's arrest, Kate receives message from Tower 6. Resurfaced in Istanbul. "We have surveillance." Voss replies, "How fast can you get to Turkey?" Kate checks flights. 18 hours. 48 hours later, Kate and Voss operate with a small team in Istanbul. Reese is staying near Taksim Square, 4th floor. They don't arrest him immediately, they watch. For 3 days, Reese moves carefully, meets with 4 people. Tower 6 identifies 3 arms dealers, 1 former intelligence officer, 1 extradition lawyer. Reese is building an escape network. On day 4, he goes to a bank, tries to access safety deposit box under false name. Name is flagged. Bank manager stalls. Reese smells the trap, stands to leave. Turkish police enter. 6 officers, weapons drawn. Reese doesn't fight, just raises his hands. Kate watches from across the street. Voss stands next to her. "We got him." Kate nods but doesn't smile. "We got him, but it took 2 years, and 3 people died because I wasn't fast enough." Voss looks at her. "You survived an assassination attempt. Went undercover for 2 years. Dismantled an entire espionage network. You saved lives." Kate is quiet. "Let's go home." 3 weeks later, Radford slides a folder across the table. Corbin's pleading guilty. Full cooperation. He's giving us names, dates, transactions. Kate opens it, reads, closes it. "What about the others?" Radford pulls up tablet. Of 16 officers arrested, 14 charged. 2 cooperating for reduced sentences. For contractors facing federal charges. FBI has enough to convict. Voss asks, "And the politicians?" Radford's face darkens. Both members of Congress resigned. Prosecuting them requires different channels. Justice Department building the case. It'll take time. Kate stands. "I can't keep doing this." Radford leans back. "What do you mean?" Kate's voice is tired. "I've been dead for 2 years. Spent every day pretending to be someone else. Watching, waiting, hunting. I'm done. We need you for remaining operations." Kate shakes her head. "No, you don't. You have Clean, Park, Garrett, a dozen others who can finish this. You don't need a ghost." Radford studies her. "What will you do?" "I don't know yet, but I need to figure out who Kate Morrison is when she's not hunting, before I forget completely." 1 month later, Kate Morrison officially retires. Small ceremony at Fort Meade. Radford, Voss, Clean, Park, Garrett, Rios. No media, no publicity. Radford presents her with a flag. After the ceremony, Rios approaches. "Ma'am, I want to thank you. Kate smiles. You already did. Now it's in sign, right? He was goodies. Yes, ma'am. Commissioned 2 weeks ago. Good. The Navy needs officers like you. The kind who stand up even when it's hard. That evening, Kate sits alone in her apartment. First permanent address in 2 years. Arlington, Virginia. Small one-bedroom. She checks email. Nothing urgent. No encrypted messages. No mission briefs. Just silence. Her phone buzzes. Text from Garrett. Dinner tomorrow. Thai place near you. Kate smiles. Sound good. 1800. 6 months later, Kate works as consultant for DoD. Not undercover, not secret, just advising on security protocols. Normal job, normal life. She still wakes at 0500, old habits, but now she goes for a run instead of checking encrypted emails. She has coffee with Garrett once a week. And once a month, she visits Arlington National Cemetery, Section 60, Row 12. 3 headstones in a line. Staff Sergeant Luis Ramos, Sergeant First Class Deshaun Carter, Specialist Emily Wade. Kate places 3 challenge coins, 1 on each grave. Coincidental. She salutes, holds it 5 seconds, then leaves. 1 year after retirement, Kate receives a package. Inside, a folder with classified markings. Note typed and signed. General Morrison, the final 3 networks have been dismantled. 42 arrests. 0 leaks in past 12 months. JSOC operations running clean. Your hunt is complete. Thank you for 2 years of your life. We know what it cost. Tower 6 sends regards. Kate reads the note 3 times. Opens the folder. Photos of arrested officers. All in custody. All facing justice. The network is broken. The hunt is over. Kate closes the folder. Puts it in a safe. Then she does something she hasn't done in 2 years. She cries. Not from sadness, not from relief, just from release. From letting go of weight she's carried too long. When she stops, she feels lighter. She picks up her phone, texts Garrett. Want to grab dinner? I have something to celebrate. Always. What are we celebrating? Kate smiles, types. The end of a very long mission. That night, Kate and Garrett sit at a restaurant. Garrett raises his glass. To the end of the hunt, Kate raises hers. To the people who didn't make it, and to making sure others do. They drink. Garrett sets down his glass. So what now, General? Kate considers. I think I'm going to teach. Maybe adjunct professor at a military college. Share what I learned. Garrett nods. You got a lot to teach. They eat in silence. After a while, Garrett asks, do you miss it? The hunt. Kate thinks. Sometimes. The focus, the purpose, knowing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Garrett nods. But Kate's voice is soft. But I don't miss the cost. The lying, the isolation, the constant fear that I'll fail and someone else will die. I spent 2 years being a ghost. I'm ready to be a person again. 2 years after retirement, Kate publishes a book. Not about her hunt, that's still classified, but about leadership, ethics, decision-making under pressure. Military colleges use it as textbook. She teaches 3 courses a semester at National Defense University. Students call her Colonel Morrison, not General. She prefers it that way. And once a month, she still visits Arlington, still places coins, still salutes. 3 years after retirement, Veterans Day ceremony at the Pentagon. Kate's being honored with other intelligence officers. Citation for extraordinary service in dismantling espionage networks. Still classified, no details given publicly. Secretary of Defense presents awards, shakes each hand. When he gets to Kate, he pauses, leans in, whispers, General, what you did saved lives. We'll never be able to say how many, but we know. Thank you. Kate nods. Just doing my job, sir. He smiles. That's what all the best ones say. After the ceremony, a young captain approaches. Ma'am, are you Colonel Morrison? I read your book at West Point. It changed how I think about leadership. Kate shakes her hand. I'm glad to help. The captain hesitates. How do you know when it's worth it? The hard choices, sacrificing for the mission. Kate considers. You don't. Not in the moment. You make the choice you think is right, and you live with the consequences. But years later, if you can look back and say you did it for the right reasons, then it was worth it.